Chapter 18, Appendix 08.
Gender, French language. A French teacher was explaining to her class that in French, unlike English, nouns are designated as either masculine or feminine. House is feminine, le maçon. Pencil is masculine, le crayon. The student asked, "What gender is computer?" Instead of giving the answer, the teacher split the class into two groups, male and female, and asked them to decide for themselves whether computer should be a masculine or feminine noun. Each group was asked to give 4 reasons for their recommendation. The male group. The men's group decided that computer should definitely be the feminine gender, la computer, because 1. No one but their creator understands their internal logic. 2. The native language they use to communicate with other computers is incomprehensible to anyone else. 3. Even the smallest mistakes are stored in long-term memory for possible later review. And as soon as you make a commitment to one, you find yourself spending half your salary on accessories for the other. The female group. The women's group, however, concluded that computers should be masculine gender, le computer, because 1. In order to do anything with them, you have to turn them on. 2. They have a lot of data, but still can't think for themselves. 3. They're supposed to help you solve problems, but half the time they are the problem, and as soon as you commit to one, you realise that if you could have waited a little longer, you could have got a better one. The women won. How times have changed. Ladies, can you please come back to reality? Remember, you were made for your husband. This is an extract from the Parish News magazine. Tips to look after your husband. 1950 Home Economics book. Have dinner ready. Plan ahead the night before to have a delicious meal on time. This is a way to let him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they come home, and the prospects of a good meal are part of the warm welcome needed. Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you will be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. He's just been with a lot of work-weary people. Be a little gay and a little more interesting. His boring day may need a lift. Clear away the clutter. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives, gathering up school books, toys, papers, and then run a duster over the table. Your husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order. Prepare the children. Take a few minutes to wash the children's hands and faces, if they are small, comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes. They are little treasures, and he would like to see them playing the part. Minimize the noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of washer, dryer, dishwasher, and vacuum. Try to encourage the children to be quiet. Be happy to see him. Greet him with a warm smile. Make him comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair, or suggest he lie down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him. Arrange his pillow and offer to take off his shoes. Speak in a low, soft, soothing voice. Allow him to relax and unwind. Listen to him. You may have dozens of things to tell him, but the moment of his arrival is not the time. Don't greet him with problems and complaints. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. Count this as minor compared to what he might have gone through that day. Let him talk first. Make the evening his. Never complain if he does not take you out to dinner or other places for entertainment. Try to understand his world and strain and pressure. He needs to relax at home. The goal? Make your home a place of peace and order where your husband can renew himself in body and in spirit.
Author's conclusion. The relationship between a man and a woman has always been a mystery to most men, and they will readily say that it is impossible to understand a woman. It is my argument, if we ignore what God says to us in Scripture about such relationships, we are doomed to ignorance and will remain in the dark. Let Scripture be our guide, believe every precept and obey its instructions, for this will be our wisdom. Other publications. These books are also available from Amazon.co.uk and may be viewed on this website, mbpttc.wix.com/David /Clark.